Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Alicia from Fit Pro Essentials, and I have been getting a lot of questions lately about Facebook groups and how to effectively use them in your business. So I wanted to film a free training course so I could break everything down for you step by step. Now, Facebook groups can create an incredible amount of leverage and be absolutely amazing for your business, but only if you're using them the right way. When you use them to their potential, it can be a steady, continual source of leads and prospects who you're already developing that know, like, and trust with. If you're active in your Facebook groups, you'll always be in their front of mind awareness, so you'll be the first person someone thinks of when they're ready to take that next step towards reaching their goals. And in addition, you're building a tribe of people that perfectly fit into your niche market and who are people that you want to serve. Unfortunately, I see a lot of people who are doing the whole Facebook group thing wrong. I see a lot of people with groups that have little to no engagement. I see people posting content that's not 100% relevant to their target market. I see people that are using their Facebook groups just for like straight up promoting the crap out of their stuff. And I also see people who have Facebook groups that do have really great groups, but they're not maximizing them. They're not using them to their potential and are missing out on huge opportunities to create a source of leads for their business. So that is exactly why I created this training for you. So in this video, I'm going to break down the differences between your personal profile, your fan pages, your members only group, and your community groups. So I believe there are 4 assets that you have to have on Facebook. I'm kind of going to break them down for you and then show you what kinds of content you should be posting in each one. I'm going to show you how to set up your Facebook group and organize your content to maximize engagement and get more leads. I'm going to show you how to keep your group engaged, educated, inspired, and having fun. It's going to be a place they look forward to checking in with on a regular basis. I'm going to show you strategies on how to revive a Facebook group, because if you've had a Facebook group for a while and you've been kind of intermittent about communicating with them, or it's just kind of died down over time, I'm going to show you 15 really cool things that you can do to spark engagement and get that group revved up and going again. I'm also going to give you 5 really great tips to get the best results, either if you're starting a new Facebook group or you just need some time management strategies to help you maximize your results and your time on Facebook. And I just want to remind you guys, there is nothing for sale here. I just want to kind of pay it forward, share some really awesome things that are working for me. I went from a group of 0. I started just about 2.5 months ago, and now we're up to 1,600 in our Facebook group. So I'm going to share the strategies and the things that I've used to grow that list through the types of content. And then in part 2 of the training, which will come next week, I'll show you how to actually grow your groups through different strategies. But for this particular training course, these are the things that you are going to learn in this video. So first, I want to talk about the differences between your personal profile, your fan page, your members only group, and your community groups. All right, they are all different, and you need to build them out, and they look differently from the outside. So they all serve a different purpose, and they all have different dynamics. So first, let's talk about your personal Facebook profile. Okay, so here's the lowdown on this. This is usually what most people sign on with. You know, it's their name. So Facebook.com/your name. It's the one you sign in under. And I got a lot of questions about personal profile and how much you should be using this for business purposes. And I have a social media coach. I actually have 2 social media coaches. And I asked my social media coach, one of them, I said, hey, how much should you actually be using your personal profile for business purposes? And this is exactly what she told me. Definitely keep it mostly personal. Posting about your business on a personal profile is actually against Facebook's terms of service. They'll close down your personal page without any warning, and this is to make sure that businesses play with their algorithm and put money towards Facebook ads. So I just wanted to pass along that information to keep I would strongly recommend you keep your personal page mostly personal. So this doesn't mean that you can't post things about your business from time to time, but that is not what your personal profile is designed for. So I would recommend definitely keeping it mostly personal. And I've even seen people that have their business name as their, their personal name. So I would strongly consider renaming your page to your actual name if that's the case for you. Next, let's talk about your fan page. So here's the definition straight off of Facebook. Your page can help you market your business and is a place where customers can learn about your products and services. Customers may also see things that you promote in the newsfeed. The constantly updating list of stories on Facebook. All right, so that is straight out of Facebook. And basically, when somebody likes your fan page, they become a fan. Fan pages are really great for social proof because people can leave reviews. They can check into your facility and see pictures and updates of everything that's going on in your program. In addition, you can create and invite people to events straight from your fan page. And you'll definitely need one of these because this is where you're going to run your Facebook ads from. So you have to select a Facebook fan page that you want to run your Facebook ads from. So Facebook fan pages used to be more effective than they are today simply because now Facebook makes you pay to run ads to your fans to get in front of them. So the amount of posts that they're going to see organically have waned over time, but that is totally okay. It's no big deal. You just have to pay a little bit more in Facebook ads to get in front of 100% of your fans. The goal with your fan page here is to have a presence, show strong social proof, and keep it updated on a regular basis. You're going to want to educate, entertain, and inspire here. Okay, you want to consistently grow your fan base and encourage people to share your information. You're typically, in general, as a rule of thumb, not going to see a ton of engagement here on your fan page, which is exactly why I want to show you how to maximize the power of groups, because that is where you're going to see some real magic happen. You're going to get a bigger bang for your buck with your groups, all right? But that doesn't mean you have to skip out on your fan page. In fact, you absolutely need to have one. So here's the type of content I would recommend you having on your fan page, right? So anything inspiring, informative, and entertaining. You could put pictures and videos of your clients working out, transformation stories, case studies, and client spotlights. Before and after pictures, you could put motivational quotes and videos, recipes and workouts, fitness and nutrition tips. Promote your programs, services, and events strategically here. And obviously, Facebook Live is massive right now. A lot of people are doing great things with it, and Facebook gives you a lot of love when you're getting on Facebook Live. So definitely consider that for your Facebook fan page. How often should you post on your fan page? At least once a day. All right, you can use Facebook's auto scheduler, which is completely free, or you can use software like Hootsuite or Post Planner to actually schedule your posts. All right, now here are some ideas for content, just like what we talked about on the last slide. This one, I would recommend you framing it out so that you're not just trying to figure out or throwing up a random post every day. Monday, do something motivational. Tuesday, promotional post for a front-end offer or something like that. Wednesday, you can share a recipe. Thursday, you can share a video of a client testimonial or do a client spotlight. Friday, maybe a workout or an inspirational weekend tip. Saturday, more pictures of your clients working out. Sunday, share great content from one of your blog posts off your blog. Now, you've got to play around with this until you find your winning combination and find out what your fans like and what is a good strategy for you. So I would check out, there's a couple of really cool fan pages that I like for people that do this specifically for a living. So check out Digital Marketer. All right, it's just facebook.com//digital marketer. Check out Amy Porterfield's fan page, and also check out Social Media Examiner, which is SM Examiner. All right, so check out those fan pages for some ideas and look at the way that they're posting, because you'll get some really great strategies straight from there. Next, we are going to talk about your members-only Facebook groups, and this is just for your paying clients. So I would recommend you having two groups, right? You're going to have your members-only group, which is just for your clients, and then you're going to have your community group, which is for your prospects, your clients, your leads, and anybody that's not a paying member, and you can have paying members in that group as well. All right, so your members-only Facebook group is an incredible retention tool, and it's a ton of fun to run if you're doing it right. Okay, so why you need one? It's an ideal place to build your community and strengthen relationships because your clients are already on Facebook. It's a safe place for members to ask questions, post pictures, or put things up there that they normally wouldn't feel comfortable posting about. It's a nice way to welcome new members and to make them feel special and introduce them to the rest of the group. All right, you can use it as a great tool to educate your clients and keep them motivated. And it's a great place for clients to smack talk to each other. And then post reminders like schedule updates or cool events that you're doing with your members and any special announcements. Over the years, I've actually tested a lot of different kinds of content, and I've come up with a kind of a winning formula for Facebook groups for members, and here's exactly what we did. So Monday was a challenge of the week. Tuesday was an engagement, like a question, a really cool question. Could be fitness related, could be totally not related to anything fitness or nutrition. Wednesday, we posted a healthy recipe. Thursday was a quick fitness or nutrition tip, and Friday we gave them a workout to take home just in case they couldn't come in over the weekend for their workout. All right, and other things we did to drive engagement in this members Facebook group was celebrate birthdays and anniversaries, and we would celebrate if they hit their goals and reached milestones. You can consider doing Facebook Live and weekly coaching calls. You can say, hey, every Friday at 1 p.m. I'm going to be jumping on, and feel free to ask me any questions that you want. And this could be a really great way to streamline the questions that you might be getting from your members. So let's say your email is getting shot up all the time with, hey, I have a question about this and I have a question about that, especially when you're running something like a transformation challenge. If you say, I'm doing a dedicated Facebook Live this time every week, save your questions for Facebook Live so everybody can benefit from the answers and me sharing about how to solve that problem. Then your email inbox is going to get lower and lower and lower, and then you're going to maximize this time that you're spending with your clients and be educating everybody at the same time. So definitely consider that for maybe weekly coaching, or give it a try 1 or 2 times and see how it works out. Client pictures and videos are something else you could put up there, and clients love it when you post pictures and you're tagging them. You can call members out for not making a class when you know that they're supposed to be there. So there's a ton of really cool things that you can do to keep your members engaged, and this was one of our best retention strategies, was keeping a highly active Facebook group and engaging every single member and making sure that everyone was tagged and talking and involved in the conversation we had going on there. And this brings me to community Facebook groups. All right, so now that we have covered your Facebook personal profile, we've covered your fan page, we've covered your members only Facebook group, this is the awesomeness of this training. We are going to talk all about your Facebook community groups and talk about how magical these really can be for you and for your business. Okay, so the goal of your group is going to be to create a community of people in your local area, or if you're online, it's going to be your target market, of people who want to learn more about what you do, so fitness and nutrition, and who support each other and their goals. All right, you're going to give them tips and strategies to be successful. You're going to answer questions and be the go-to expert that helps them on their journey to better health and fitness. And here is where it will affect your bottom line. When you have a new program or a product or a service to sell, you now have already an engaged list of customers who are ready to buy and who know, like, and trust you. So if you do not already have a Facebook group, a free Facebook group in place, or you're not maximizing one that you've already built, I strongly recommend you spend about 15 to 20 minutes a day to really start building this out and developing one. You will see incredible results when you start doing this. And I'm going to lay out an exact strategy of how you can be successful with Facebook groups. And your ultimate goal is to move people from your free Facebook community to your paid members Facebook group as a paying client. All right, so on your Facebook community, your free group, you're going to have both members and your prospects and leads will be in this group as well. And then obviously in your members group, just your paying members. So to sum up the purpose of your Facebook community group, you are going to be providing value to your prospects and serve your target market. You're going to demonstrate that you're actively interested in helping them succeed and in reaching their goals. You're going to prove that you are an authority in your field and that it will separate you as the go-to expert. You're going to stay in front of mind awareness, and you're going to strategically promote your programs and your services. So the posts in your community group are going to be different than in your members only groups. And later in this training, I'm going to break down down the exact kinds of posts and content you should be putting in your Facebook group to keep your group engaged and really active. But first, I want to talk about some of the important things that you need to know when setting up your community group to make sure that you're setting it up for success. So first, what should you name your group? All right, don't try to be cute or crazy with your name. Tell people exactly what it is that you do. All right, you want people to be able to find you and know what you're about immediately when they see your group name. And you want to make sure that it's going to attract the people in your target market. So I also recommend that you do not include your business name in here. You know, it could seem very markety and salesy if you try to have your business name in there. So just keep it general and do something that is going to attract your target market. And also, once you come up with your name, you don't want to have to change it later. However, Facebook now allows you to change your group name if you have less than 5,000 followers, at least, or members at the moment. That's what it is right now. So here's a few examples, kind of get your brain thinking. If you're a local fitness business, you can do something like Your Town Kettlebell Lovers, or Your Town Fitness and Health Junkies, or Your Town Workout Club. You get the idea, fitness and weight loss, or Your Town Fun and Fitness Club. So whatever is going to be suitable for your target market, that is what you want to name your group. Next, and when it comes to settings, as far as public, closed, or secret, you have these three options. Okay, so if you have your group set as a public group, that means that anyone can join or be added or invited by a member. Closed means anyone can join or be added by a member. And then secret is anyone can join, but they have to be added or invited by a member. All right, so you have the ability. I would recommend the closed group. And I'm going to post a link below this training to a really cool graph that literally spells out all of the different things that each category, public, closed, or secret, will do for certain restrictions. So you'll be able to see exactly the differences between public, closed, and secret. For this particular, for your free members community, I recommend a closed group. That's what I set most of my groups up as for the free community groups. And that means that people will be able to see the members in the group. You'll be able to invite people. Members will be able to invite people. Also means that if you're not a member, you can't see the actual conversations that are going on if somebody random is trying to look at your group. Whereas the public groups, anybody can see what's happening in the public group without even being a member. So those are the main differences. So I would definitely recommend, in this case, setting it up as closed, but I'll put that link to the graph so you can check out some more of the details. Also, I just want to point one thing out. When you hit 5,000 members, you cannot get less restrictive. So up to 5,000 members, you can change between public and closed and secret and closed or whatever. But when you hit 5,000 members, you can't make the group less restrictive. So if you start off with a secret group and you hit 5,000 members, you can't then make the group closed. You can only get more restrictive. So if you've got 5,000 members and you're closed, you can change it to secret, but you can't make it public. So hopefully that made sense, but I'll put a link with some more information so you can just see what that looks like on paper. Next is member approval, and I always recommend, just like I said before, that any member could add members, but an admin or a moderator must approve them. This is the setting that I have on my group. This way you can monitor exactly who comes into your group, right? And you only want people in your group who are within your target market and people who are going to add value to your community. So for example, if you're running like a local fitness business and you might want to invite your local running store owner or healthy restaurant owner or other like-minded business owners, even though they're not in your target market, because you know that they're going to add value to your group. All right, you can let them participate in the group and occasionally share tips and cool content and anything that will add value to your members. And while I personally wouldn't let them promote their services or their products unless they have your approval, it will add a lot of value to your group. And it's really good for other business owners because they're getting in front of their target market as well, and they're getting in front of people, building relationships, and it's just a win-win-win for everybody. And remember that this is your group. You do not have to let anyone in that you don't want in there. All right, so if you have a local fitness group and your gym owner down the street, a gym owner from a competitor, is trying to join your Facebook group, do not feel bad about pressing that ignore button if you don't want them to be in there or block them. It's totally up to you. So don't ever feel bad about that if that's something that you don't want. All right, you're not buddies. This is your group. You run this however you want to run it. Next is your admin settings. So you have the ability to make people admins in your Facebook group. So basically, these can help you monitor your group to make sure that everybody's playing by the rules, right? They can help accept members into your group, and they can delete comments if people are leaving inappropriate comments, but you want to make sure that you're regularly monitoring your group. So if you can't be the one to do it, if you're occupied, if you're training, if you're doing other things, I would recommend that you have somebody that can at least check in from time to time to make sure that everybody's playing by the rules in the group. And I recommend at least checking in at least once a day, if not more. All right, if you've got an administrative assistant already or a trainer that's on your team, you can ask them to help out in your group. You just have to make them an admin in your settings. For posting permissions, I recommend that members, moderators, and admins can post to the group, and that's the setting that I have checked. All right, and this way everybody can participate in the group. As for post approval, I personally choose not to have this box checked. That means that a post does not have to get approved by you to get posted in the group. So that's just what I have, but you go ahead with whatever you feel comfortable with. Group rules and descriptions. All right, so in your group settings, you're allowed to write a description of your group. This is going to show up on the right sidebar of your group and where you're going to want to welcome new members and give them a brief description of what is going on in your group. You're going to tell them who it's for, who it's not for, and you're going to break down the rules. So step one, I want you to be specific and outline exactly who your group is for. So for example, welcome Fit Moms of San Diego. This group is for the amazing moms in San Diego who live in San Diego, who love fitness and exercise and love doing active and fun adventures with their families. So obviously this group is geared towards moms who live in San Diego, who are family oriented and who love fitness and exercise. So if that is your demographic, feel free to swipe that. I just drafted this up real quick. But you get the idea. You know exactly who this group is designed for. Step two is to give them a few benefits about being in your group. This is your mini elevator pitch. So for example, if we're talking about the moms in San Diego, I put a quick example up here. So you can do something like, hey, we share the latest fitness tips, healthy family recipes, and local activities and events that the whole family will love. We're here to support each other, to live a healthy lifestyle, even though our mom's schedules can get crazy sometimes. Make sure to check in here every day because we're posting new information in here daily and want to help support you to reach your goals. So something simple, doesn't have to be fancy. It tells you exactly what this group is for and all of the benefits about being in the group. Step three is break down the rules. So here, just be very specific. Tell them exactly what your rules are. For me in my group, no spamming or promotional posts, and keep the discussions positive. So you can put this in any kind of words that you want. You can add rules. You don't have to have any rules. I would strongly recommend having some, but you can do whatever you want. And I mean, you can even take it another step further and tell them what will happen if they do break the rules. So you can say something like, hey, if you break these rules on your first occasion, your post will get deleted. If it happens a second time, you will get blocked. So you can just, keep whatever rules that you want in your group. Just make sure you follow them. Make sure you're moderating them on a regular basis. Step number 4 is share a little bit about who you are, your business, and list your website. This way people can get in touch with you if they want to outside of Facebook. So for example, in my Facebook group for fitness pros, I put, I'm all about creating leverage in your business and getting more done in less time. If you're looking for done-for-you resources like meal plans, transformation challenges, and plug-and-play social media content, be sure to check out fitproessentials.com. I look forward to connecting with you. All right, so that's it. Just keep it simple, keep it short, and make sure, you give them a little bit of a plug about you and your business. So you're not trying to deceive them and be like this mysterious person that's heading up a mom's group in San Diego. You let them know that you serve moms in San Diego and you created this to give back to the community. All right, so you can update your description at any time. So as your business changes and as you grow, you can make any changes that you want. So don't overthink it. Do the best you can and get something up there. Intro post or pin post. So once somebody becomes a member, the first thing that they're going to see when you join the Facebook group is a pin post if you have them up there. So I have one. If you want to scroll up to the top of my Facebook group, you can see it. It's basically a post that welcomes new members. So you really want to make members feel welcome right away. Now, I've seen a bunch of different types of welcome posts. I've seen videos. You can ask people to introduce themselves. You can give them a free giveaway or a free gift, or you can just simply have a nice welcome message. All right, a video is a really great way to welcome new members, so they get to feel like also that they know you and they know who's running the group. You can also take this opportunity to summarize what's in your descriptions, because a lot of people, honestly, they're just not going to check your sidebar. So I would definitely put some kind of a little bit of your description and your rules also in your welcome post if you want to do that. And if you've got an important post or a message, I've seen people that don't even have a welcome message. They'll just post something recent that they posted that either had a ton of comments on, or something that's really important that they felt all of their members should know about. So for example, I might post this video once it's up inside the Facebook group. So if there's anything important that you feel like your audience needs to see or hear about, then that's what you want to put on that welcome, that first pinned post. Also, another really cool tip is that canva.com, if you haven't used that before, it's really great for creating images. I use that a lot for creating the images for my Facebook group. So for example, the Welcome to the Fitness Business Freedom Formula, that picture, that was created in Canva, and it's free, it's easy to use, so go have fun with it if you have never used it before. So that sums up the settings for your Facebook community groups. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this training into two separate videos. So this first part was the settings and all of the details that you needed to know about the 4 different Facebook assets. And then in the next video, I'm going to talk about the content, exactly what kind of content you need to be having in your groups. I'm going to break down all the different kinds of posts and how often you should be posting them. I'm going to talk about your strategies to how to revive a dead Facebook group and how to maximize engagement. And I'm going to give you some 5 power tips that I think everybody needs to know about the Facebook groups and maximizing what you're doing in there and creating the most amount of leverage. So that is it for this one. Go back, if you do not have your Facebook group, go back through this and set one up. All right, and once you feel comfortable with all of this information, you got that stuff set up, then make sure you check out video 2 in part 1 of this training course.